I'm selfish, impatient, and a little insecure. I make mistakes, I'm out of control, and at times hard to handle. But if you can't handle me at my worst, then you sure as hell don't deserve me at my best. Power has to come from the inside out, not the outside in. Forget about the other person's power. First, learn to control your own power. Second, learn to control your opponent's power. Third, learn not to be controlled. An attachment to control essentially comes from having a bad relationship with change. None of us can adequately control the meteorology of other people. They're nice, they're nasty, they come, they go. We have no choice but to address, alter, and amend the inner coordinate if we want to have a different model of reality, if we want to have more choices. In order to control myself, I must first accept myself by going with and not against my nature. It's not that you should never love something so much that it can control you. It's that you need to love something that much so you can never be controlled. It's not a weakness, it's your best strength. You cannot control what happens to you, but you can control your attitude toward what happens to you, and in that, you will be mastering change rather than allowing it to master you. If you rely on strength, there's a limit to strength. Anger. It's a paralyzing emotion. You can't get anything done. People sort of think it's an interesting, passionate, and igniting feeling. I don't think it's any of that. It's helpless. It's absence of control, and I need all of my skills, all of the control, all of my powers. And anger doesn't provide any of that. I have no use for it whatsoever. Only you can control your future. I don't have any control over what actually happens, except for that I have full control over my will for myself, my intention, and why I'm there. That's all that matters. Whoever controls the media controls the mind. The reason many people in our society are miserable, sick, and highly stressed is because of an unhealthy attachment to things they have no control over. No man is good enough to govern another man without that other's consent. You can change it, you can accept it, or you can leave it. What is not a good option is to sit around wishing you would change it, but not changing it, wishing you would leave it, but not leaving it, and not accepting it. It's that struggle, that aversion, that is responsible for most of our misery. The phrase that I use the most to myself in my head is one word: accept. Trying to get those near you to behave more like you is the opposite of love, and it reflects your lack of inner peace. If you truly love someone, you have to accept them as they are. You can certainly give them suggestions from time to time, but in no way can you control them. You can also create boundaries when necessary, but you can never force them to change. Control is a manifestation of your own insecurity.